Hello and welcome to the Marine Channel, and today we are going Grandezza crazy because some time ago we featured this boat, the Grandezza 37CA. What a handsome beast she is. David gave you a tour of that one, but today we found its slightly smaller brother or sister, the 34, and I thought I'd take you aboard so you can have a little look at some of the differences. Now we'll put a link in there to the 37CA so you can do a comparison, but let's focus on this one for a moment. So the 34 is just over 10 meters in length, 10.0203, something like that. So let me just take you around to the bow area while I'm still on the pontoon here. So you can see there your electric anchor, windlass, and then a big sun pad area. This one at the moment's got its covers on. Fill up for your water is here, and then as we move down along the side, these big rubber sort of rubbing strakes there. We've got our pump out for our waste for our toilet, and then we've got our fill up here for our diesel. And while we're talking about fuel, this has got a Volvo Penta single D6 380 horsepower. There is an option to have twin diesels on this, but they're changing that configuration at the moment, so it could become Yanmar diesels in the future, and in some markets around the world I think there's a petrol option as well, but certainly this boat, this is the standard configuration. That does give this boat very decent performance. Top end somewhere around sort of 35 to 37 knots, cruising 24 to 28. Okay, so around the back here we've got this rather nice configuration with a decent size bathing platform, and then you've got this lovely chill out area. Now these backrests here can flip back and create a full sun pad here. I'm loath to try and do it. Oh no, it's easy. It's just that sometimes when you're using one hand it's very, very difficult. That was particularly easy. Or as it was, you then got additional U-shaped seating. Just show you this as well. Simple little clip here. Lift that up, and you've got storage in there for fenders, covers, in just the right place actually. And I was talking to an owner of one of these just now. He's got a family of 6. I'll explain where they all sleep in a minute, but they're big into their kind of water sports, so they keep things like paddle boards and ringos and all sorts of toys on here, and some of that is stored in there or in one of the downstairs berths when they're moving. It just shows you what a practical boat this is. Now this has got its covers on. Tend to live with their covers on in the UK all year. You can see it's got the side panels here. There is also a cover that runs across the top here and then attaches down onto this area here. So effectively it's up there. So you can sit on the boat, you can use these rear seats, and you've got space, your head's not rubbing against the covers, which is kind of an important feature. So let's just step up into the cockpit area, and that's a very impressive space for a boat that's 10 meters long. You could easily seat 8 people there, possibly more. You've also got a high-low table, and that is where you can also create a space for another 2 berths. So I mentioned the owner that has 6 in the family. 2 people will sleep up here. They put the covers all the way around here, and then the boat comes standard with diesel heating. So this is a very, very comfortable, cosy area if the weather's not great. And if it's a lovely sunny evening, I guess you keep the covers off. That's a big old space though, isn't it? Around here, galley up. So we've got our sink in underneath there. We've got our 2-burner hob here. Lots of storage underneath. And then we've got 2 fridges on this boat. So one here. There you go, and then another smaller one just down here. So they use every scrap of space. Nice sort of, I say navigator seat, but passenger seat there. Another thing that's clever, probably won't be able to do this too easily, but you can see there's a catch down here. If you release that catch, you can flip this seat over, and if you look up here, there's a panel that you can lift up. Whoop. And you can just lie down And that will give you, in fact, I think that edge there is meant to go in the groove there, but that then extends your food prep area, which is very clever indeed. It's a very simple solution, but I know from experience when you're entertaining on board, you can never have enough counter space, because you can imagine your sink is in use, you're only left with that, which is probably enough to put your drinks on. So that is a very, very clever solution. And what's nice is, because it's kind of low tech, it's never going to go wrong. Slip that back down, lift this seat back up, and we're back in business. Very clever, isn't it? A couple of cup holders there, USB charger there, and then we'll pan round to the helm. So twin helm seats here, obviously your usual configuration where the bolsters come up. You've also got a footrest there, so if you are shorter, you can elevate yourself up and get a good view out over the bow. This boat's got a very large Garmin, and because it's a single engine, these boats, for the UK anyway, are also fitted with both bow and stern thruster. So when it comes to moving this boat around, absolutely straightforward and easy. No need for joysticks, no need for twin engines. It will do it all for you. And then just looking up here, we've got a large opening panel. Again, very, very simple. There's a couple of catches here which you pull in. That releases the pressure, and you can slide the roof back, and it's as simple as that. No electronics to worry about, no motors, no wiring, just some bearings. So what do you think so far? So far so good. And just to give you an indication in terms of pricing, now obviously it depends on how you specify the boat, but roughly in the UK at least 180, 200,000 less than a 370. We'll put some links in the notes below, so you can go and have a look at the website and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, so let's move below. So straight ahead is our master cabin, and again, what's clever here, you've got this sort of, it's almost like a diagonal bed, which for a lot of people would be plenty wide enough, to be honest. But there's a little trick here. Down here, pull this panel out, use one of these infills, and was it the other one? It's the other one. I knew I'd get the wrong one. They did it. They did that on purpose. They put two here. There we go. I'll just do it roughly. You can see the principle. Put the infill there, and now you've got a full width double. Very clever indeed. Lots of natural light as well. We've got the sun pad on the bow, so that hatch at the moment is obscured. But if they weren't there, you'd also have that light. As I say, slide that one back in, and now you've got a little sofa area for sort of getting dressed and being comfortable and all that sort of stuff, and a nice simple step up into the bed. So that works really, really well. Big hanging locker over here with its own lighting, which is really nice. And then if we step back out into this sort of little lobby area, we can see our second double in here. And this is a big double. So yes, it's down on the floor. Yes, you haven't got standing headroom above the bed, of course. The feet go in and there, but it's actually a very, very good size. A little bit of storage space over there. Again, good natural light. Opening porthole at the back. Some blinds, some reading lights. Everything a man or woman could possibly need. And I was sat there on that little sofa chair area. A bit more storage in there. And where I am at the moment, I have got full sort of standing height, so that's pretty good for a 10-metre boat. Right, back out, just show you the heads area behind the door. There we go. So big porcelain sink, opening porthole, and a proper walk-in shower with a glass panel, so all the woodwork out here will stay dry. Loo underneath here. I'm sure you believe me, but there you go, there's the evidence. There's a holding tank with this, as you saw the pump out for that. So for those areas of the world that insist on having holding tanks, this boat ticks the box. So remember what I said, we've got 2 berths at the front here. We've got 2 berths in the mid cabin. And then we've got those additional 2 berths up in the cockpit area when you drop the table down. So 6 good berths, a very, very light, accommodating and usable cockpit area, and just a very nice boat. I'm impressed. So there you go. That's the 34. Right next door is our 37. Click on the link, have a look at that one. Please like, follow, subscribe, set alerts so that you know when our next videos become available. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you all on the next one. So from Southampton International Boat Show and all at the Marine Channel, we'll see you soon. Bye bye.